Hi loves, welcome back to Eco Designs to Fit YouTube channel. I am Chinwendo. If you are stumbling upon my video for the very first time, you are welcome. If you have been a returning viewer, you are also welcome. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys how to fix in a waistband into your skirts, and this is going to be coming with an elastic. Okay, so if you take a close look at the skirt I have right on top the table, you will notice that I have reduced the front by 1.5 inches, and this will help the front of your skirt to relax properly well on your tummy. Okay, so to sew in our waistband, the first step is to open up your zipper allowance, and then you are going to have to measure around your skirt waist. Okay, so this is what you can see me doing right now. I'm trying to measure around the waist of my skirts, and what I have right there is 42 inches. Okay, so this is inclusive of the zipper allowance because the client's waist measurements, around the waist measurement, is 40 inches. So I have right there 1 inch for zipper allowance. So what I got was 42 inches. Now this is the fabric I'm going to be using for the waistband. What I want to do is go ahead and cut out whatever it is that I've got around my skirt waist. Okay, so remember I got 42 inches, but then I'm going to cut out 44 inches just to be on a safer side. Okay, now for the height of my band, I'm going to be making use of 2.75 inches. The elastic I'm going to be using is 1 inch, and I'll be needing half an inch for sewing this band into my skirts, and then the remaining 0.25 inches is for ease. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this out right now, as you can see me doing. So now I'm going to open it. You can see I have right here 5.5 inches. Now go ahead and bring in a stay and then fuse it into the wrong part of this fabric. So I've gone ahead to do that using my steam iron. Let me open it up. You can see what I have right there. I'm going to close it back again, unfold, and then head over to my sewing machine so that you guys can see properly well how I'll be fixing this into my skirt. Now this is my skirt and this is the wrong part of my skirt. Now I'm going to bring in the fabric for my band, and what I'm going to do is to fold in half an inch, as you can see me doing like this, and then I'm going to start from one end of the zipper allowance and then sew this into the wrong part of my skirt using half an inch. So I'm going to sew from one end of the zipper allowance to the other end of the zipper allowance. So this is what you can see me doing right now, and once I get to the side seam, I'm going to open up the allowance and then continue sewing. So keep taking a close look at what I'm doing and you're going to understand this properly well. Okay, now that I'm close to the other side of the zipper allowance, I'm going to cut off the excess allowance, but then I'm going to leave about half an inch, which I'm going to be folding in again and then continue stitching. I've gotten to the end of the other zipper allowance and I went ahead to close up my stitch, and you guys, this is what the inside is looking like. You can see how neatly finished this is looking. So now the next step for me to take is go ahead and cut out my elastic. So this is 1 inch elastic, Now what I'm going to do is cut out the length of the elastic that I need. So I'll be cutting out 8 inches. You can make use of 7 inches. It depends on what the client actually wants, but for this client, she don't want her waist to be too tight. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting out 8 inches, and you'll be needing 2 elastic for this particular band. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut out another one. So you guys, I have 2 right here. Now I'll go ahead and fix this so that you guys can see how to do this properly. Now this is my zipper allowance, which you can see me showing you right now. Now after the zipper allowance, we have a dart, which is at the back. We have 2 darts at the back. Okay, one for the left and one for the right, and then we also have 2 darts for the front. Now to fix this band, I'm going to start from the dart of one of the back. Now after the dart of one of the back, you're going to have your stitching allowance, that is the side seam allowance, where the back and the front joined together. All right, and then next you're going to have is the one of the front dart. Okay, so I hope I've been able to explain this to you. Now to fix it in, I'm going to start from one of the darts of the back. Okay, and then close up my band. You can see what I have right there, and then stitch. Okay, so you can see that I've stitched this, and you're going to have to make sure that you stitch multiple times so that your elastic won't move away from that particular point. Okay, so I've gone ahead to stitch this multiple times, and then I've been able to secure one of the elastic. Okay, now I have my sewing allowance, which is the side seam allowance. I'm going to leave that and then head over to the other darts right at the front, and then I'm going to go ahead and fold in my band like this, and then top stitch, just as you can see me doing right now. Okay, and I'm equally doing that using multiple stitch. So guys, you can see what I have right here. I've been able to input my elastic and then secure it. Now I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other side. Okay, so exactly what I have on the other side is what I'm going to do, but this time I'm going to start from one of the front darts and then to the one of the back darts. I hope you guys are really getting what I'm trying to explain, but if you don't understand, just glue your eye to the screen and you're surely going to understand what I am trying to explain right here. Okay, so I've been able to fix in the elastic into the waistband. Now what I'm going to do next is go ahead and fold in the bands, and then I'm going to be top stitching right now. Okay, so you can see what I am doing. I'm going to keep top stitching, and this top stitching is made right at the front. Can you see? So I'm going to top stitch, and once I get to where I have the elastic, I'm going to keep top stitching, and while I top stitch, I'm going to keep pulling the elastic. Okay, so I'm going to keep pulling it while I top stitch. So you guys, I'm going to leave you now so that you can see exactly how I am doing this. All right,
things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
So guys, this might take your time. All you need to do is to be patient. Do this one step at a time. Don't rush it. Okay, gradually sew this till you get to the end. As you can see, I'm almost at the end of it. I'm going to make sure that I arrange this properly well. All right, and then I'll keep sewing, and once I get to the other end of the zipper allowance, I'll go ahead and back stitch, cut off my thread, and you guys, this is what we have right here. You can see how our elastic is fitted on this skirt. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and close up wherever I have left open, especially that part of the zipper allowance. I'm going to close it up and then also run a stitch, another stitch on top the band, okay, to make it more firm. So I've gone ahead to stitch the opening around the zipper allowance. Okay, this is actually one part of it. I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other side, and then to where I have the elastic, I'm going to run another stitch on top of it, and I'm doing this right at the upper parts. Okay, so once I get to where the elastic ends, I'm going to stop this stitch and then move over to the other side where I have the other elastic.
And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain.
So you can see I am done stitching the two elastic. I'm going to again close up the opening around the other part of the zipper allowance and fixing my zip. So guys, so this is what we have. This is our skirt with the band. I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful. What do you think about this video? Leave a comment in the comment section, and you guys don't forget to share this particular video so that more people can get to see and learn from this particular video. All right, now if you haven't subscribed at this point, please consider subscribing to join this beautiful family. All right, and you guys, I will definitely see you in my next tutorial. Bye.